Welcome to the city of Dunwick and Manor Lords. I'm Commander Tyrael. We spent the last few days forging a place for ourselves in this crazy wilderness. The city of Dunwick is now surrounded by a grand wall to protect all of the citizens held within. Today you're going to get a small glimpse into Lord Alred's daily life. Starts about lunchtime, where he heads to the market to make sure that everyone is carrying stock, everyone else can buy the supplies that they need. And once his tour of the market is complete, he will head off through the nature preserve, check on the hunters, and then head out to meet the Levy. The Levy do a daily patrol that starts at sunset, when the first shadows hit the palisade. If you're enjoying the ManorLords content, make sure you're subscribed to the channel because there will be plenty more to come. For now, I'll keep the commentary to a minimum so you can enjoy the sights and sounds. By doing this tour every day, by patrolling the wall every single day, the men stay ready to defend their homes. It keeps my retinue in shape. They're expected to be in full uniform for the daily patrol. And once we're satisfied, we release the Levy to return to their homes. Sometimes there's an evening prayer held at the church, but mostly everyone does their own thing. Lord Alred often ponders to himself how he was able to forge such a strong community from a patch of soil in the middle of nowhere on the frontiers of the kingdom. Now food is in abundance and the people want for nothing. In fact, the city is so well managed that Lord Alred finds himself with not much to do these days. He gives thanks to those that gave their lives to forge his city, and to the Creator beyond. The mission for tomorrow is to head to the town of Rugby and plot out a new tavern. At lunchtime, on the day following, the Levy assemble, all volunteers who have friends and family in the neighbouring town of Rugby. We had to cut a path through the forest so that we would not enter the Baron's lands. It's not the best path, and we do intend to work on it. The town of Rugby is a short march away, roughly half a day's march. And so once we've visited, we should be back by evening time. The rest of the Levy will still conduct the daily patrol, and the retinue will lead that patrol. Lord Alred abhors his feet being wet, and so something has to be done. about that river crossing. Unfortunately, we do not yet have the technology to build bridges. That path straight down there leads to the Baron's lands. A very fertile area of land that we have had our eye on for some time. Not long now and we shall cross the threshold into the town of Rugby. Once we get there, the men will be free to do their business for about an hour or so, while we have a look at the carnage after a lightning strike took out one of the houses. Just want to make sure that the villagers are well kept while they recover from that slight tragedy. The men are now free to see their friends and family. The damaged plot is just up ahead. This farmhouse was unlucky enough to be hit directly by lightning, so we've had to divert some resources for their repair. I'm not sure where I want the tavern to go. There is a nice triangular plot just here, which would service the town well if it continues to expand as it has. There is a small wooden church. The townsfolk have asked for an upgrade, and Lord Alred is seriously considering that. The more pressing concern for this region is the placement of a fort, or a summer lodging for Lord Alred. So on the way home, we are going to skirt with danger and scout out a place where we can overlook this fertile plot of land that the Baron owns, as well as protect the town of Rugby from any incursion. So this time we will head towards the King's Road, but take a slight right and avoid our path just ahead there. I'm thinking that this large plateau just behind the log mill will be a good place for a fort overlooking those fertile lands. Plenty of warning should the Baron decide to press a claim into one of our regions. We have run out of regions, and so that is the next logical course of action for either of us. Lord Alred would like to be the first to throw down the gauntlet, but we must be ready. And as keen as the Levy are, they are not yet ready for full-scale war. Still wearing their farmers' outfits. A few of them have helmets, but we haven't really pressed industry too much in the city of Dunwick. And Lord Alred has plans probably to use his wealth to import arms and armor from the King's Court. In a matter of moments, we shall cross into the Baron's lands. That yellow line there indicating we are now upon his threshold. As long as we stay near the King's Road, there shouldn't be any diplomatic issues. The King's Road is free to be travelled by all with good intentions. My intentions today are to admire the land, so says Lord Alred. Now that the scouting has been completed, we are going to head home, and the town patrol should just be finishing up. I've asked the retinue to stay nearby the wall to greet us should they see us. Those specks on the horizon appear to be my faithful retinue. They are heading down to greet us. And so, that is 2 days in the life of Lord Alred. He's about 10 years into his stewardship of the city of Dunwick, and there are many more stories and tales to come from this region. Make sure you're subscribed, hit the like button, Tell me what you love in the comments below. I'm Commander Tyrael. See you next time.